You knew at 10. A warning from pest control experts. The storms and flooding can lead to rodents and other animals looking for shelter. KTVU's Jenna Katsuyama live tonight with us with more on all those phone calls coming in about rats and mice. Jenna.
Well, Mike, I talked with vector control offices in Alameda and Contra Costa County, and they both said that when the weather gets wet and cold outside, then they get a lot of calls. And we learned today that there are many ways that rats and other rodents can get into your kitchens and bathrooms.
Gilbert Jaimez calls himself Rat Man, and he is on a mission, looking for clues at this Lafayette house.
You can see this little dark smudge mark. That's a rodent jumping up on here, squeezing through here, getting in this sub area. Right here, you can see the rub mark there too. So their bodies are kind of greasy, and those are rub marks.
Jaimez owns a professional pest control company and says with the recent storms, he's been flooded with calls this week for rodent control.
Rats are always active. However, this last storm, I've been getting calls like 3 or 4 a day. They're just getting so cold and flooded with all this water. They're just trying to find shelter, and basically the shelter they're finding is in people's homes.
Many of the calls are for sightings in kitchens.
People are hearing them, they're seeing them. I have people with rats on their kitchen counter eating their bananas, avocados.
Alameda County Vector Control says they have been getting calls too.
We have gotten calls, people that seen rats getting flushed out of the storm drains. Generally, we have Norway rats living in our sewers here in Oakland and Alameda and a lot of the cities in Alameda County and San Francisco.
Daniel Wilson is the community relations coordinator and says when storm sewers flood, rats can get desperate.
Some of the worst things we have is rats coming up the toilets into people's homes.
That's right, your toilet. Wilson says already this year they've had one call.
So it's always a good idea to keep the lid down because it's slippery there and they usually can't get out.
Wilson published a research paper in 2018 showing increases in rodent calls during rainy years. Rami David and his wife Jenna own Eco Pest Control in Oakland and say they've seen a jump in calls about rodents entering homes.
They're chewing woods. We saw also metals. We saw also they're chewing all for garage doors. Plastic. Digging is so easily for them to dig, especially under the foundation.
And David said it is very important for homeowners to clear the area around the building so that you can see those holes. Now, we did talk to Contra Costa Vector Control. They say they've had several dozen calls so far. It's about average for this time of year, but they say that with the rains, they do expect to get these calls. Both they and Alameda Vector Control offer free site evaluations. So if you have any questions, you can call them, have them come out. They'll do an assessment of your property and identify any potential trouble spots. Mike.
I mean, the toilet angle, I didn't know about that. I'm going to keep that seat down here moving forward. Jenna, thank you for that. Santa Clara County leaders took advantage